Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
He might want another play. Looking for a crease to the left. Powers through the defender. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And, listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Love. Slithers into space. Turning it on! He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Snap it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Quarterback making checks. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Carr. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball in that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Guys, we said it earlier, fun to see a rematch of last year's title game. You know, think back on that game when it was 31-7. Everybody thought it was all over. Everyone except the Irish. They fought back, got close. How do they get redemption in this one?
Well, they got to be more consistent. They had a 79-play drive to start the game, capped it off with a touchdown, and then kind of went to sleep after that for a few quarters. They've got to be consistently better in each and every possession, I think, to win this one, David.
Yeah, Ohio State was so talented, obviously. They got some new faces. Notre Dame has some new faces, but it's still going to be the physicality of Notre Dame. That first drive you referenced, Jesse, it was physicality. It was running the football. They got to be better and more consistent for a whole game.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. A run for the quarterback. The Buckeyes will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Sayin. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets into the 49-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. The option look. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going with the ground game left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Tight end now in motion. Back to the ground game on the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Pulls it in. It's Tate. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Number 42, set to kick this one away.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Give to the running back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's locked. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Unloads quickly. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Grab behind the line. It's Fields. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Notre Dame right back to the line. The give to the single back.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, going to the air. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Finds a tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll run the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick handoff. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front 7. Linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on fourth.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to
hit into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give. He breaks a tackle. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on third and short. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Buckeyes will have it first and 10. Motion from the back. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. There he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
The throw. Quickly out to the tight end. The stiff arm gets him loose. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Rides to back and leaves it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
By the receiver. He runs out of bounds at the 22. Good enough.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Firing to the end zone. Looking for the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The give to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Gets it out quickly. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here come the Irish back on offense. So they put themselves in position to run off the clock and win this game if they can just execute here, Jesse.
Yeah, you can't get lazy or lackadaisical either on offense here.
And he makes the catch at the 10. They came in here wanting to prove that they ought to be the higher-ranked team, and this passing attack has done the trick if they can finish the deal.
Reese, I think they were a little bit angry. I think they felt disrespected being the lower-ranked team coming into this one. And, David, it's been pedal to the metal, through the air, aggressive, taking shots.
And you gotta love that. I love that. They pedal to the floor, aggressive. What we do best is throw the football. This is why we're a top 5 ranked team. And by the way, climbing up the charts now with this big win.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Under fire. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. One more play to pad the stats. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. It was billed as a clash of heavyweights, but only one answered the challenge in this one. And now, it's not just that they lost the game. They're going to have to answer for the way they lost the game.
It's one thing to lose to a really good team. It's another thing to get blown out. And I hope the squad keeps together. I hope the leaders in the locker room stay together. They realize this is one bad day. This is not who we are. This is a really good football team. But we got some stuff we got to fix because we got to play this team possibly again and teams that are built like them if we want to win a national championship.
And I think the head coach of the former #1 team is going to have a lot of questions thrown his way because a lot of people can put talent together through the portal and through recruiting. But you've got to motivate your team and make sure that they're ready to go in the biggest games. His team was not. They got the doors blown off them today by a really good opponent, don't get me wrong. But moving forward, this team, with all of their talent, they've got to play better in the big games.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.